Kirby Linky, thank you so much for the 25 bits. Appreciate you, bro. Kirby Linky, our longest sub. And we'll be kicking it off at Eichenwald Ragu's map pick. And I don't know about you guys, but my screen is lagging hard right now. So hopefully they're not lagging. Hopefully this is just me. But it seems like my frames are just all over the place right now. It might be because of the streaming software, but we'll have to see. All right. Phoenix versus Ragu. Phoenix, of course, will be our orange team. Ragu will be our red team. It's smooth for you guys? Great. Great. That's good to hear. I don't mind if it's laggy on my end as long as it looks good for you guys. So, the theme of this today, all four of the teams playing today are really not pulling any punches. Basically, everyone running their highest tier lineups. So, we're going to see some awesome Overwatch today. Johnny25, thank you for the 250 bits. You're going to need a little bit more if you want me to twerk for you, but I appreciate you, bro. Johnny25, thank you for 250 bets. That's worth 2.5 card packs. Who won? We just started.
Everyone ready?
Be kicking it off in a moment. Phoenix versus Ragu is our first match of the day. Ragu's going to be on attack first. Phoenix will be on defense first. And let's look at our lineups here. Ghost on the Roadhog. We see a lot of Roadhog in these playoffs. Last game? This is the first game. The last game was a while ago. The last game was the All-Star game, which Team Avernus won the All-Star game.
I am Ragu all day, all night.
Cap going to be on Zarya. Cap plays a lot of Zarya.
So mean to me, he denies me one of the longest Ragu members out of finals. Hashtag justice for Kirby Linky.
Cap, the player I think of when I think of a Zarya in this league, but they get immediately deleted by Wux. Chris is going to tie that by taking out Heathen's Ink. So 4v4 at the moment. Shadowfire taking out Akuma. Oh my gosh. Shadowfire already putting up a highlight reel. Nice gameplay on the Hanzo. We did see Shadowfire play a little bit of Hanzo in their last match for Phoenix. Kirby Linky, thank you for the 25. Johnny, thank you for the 50. Appreciate you guys starting off playoffs with a bang. Am I allowed to play a Div 3 at GM5? You are. The rewards will not be very good. The rewards are much better as you go up the divisions. Right. Phoenix getting quite a few picks, but Akuma does get a major one, taking out Shadowfire, who was kind of the DPS carry for that first team fight. And they are trying to make their way 2 points. They get Chris low, but they're going to escape this time. Chris, of course, the Ragu All-Star. We saw them in the All-Star game yesterday, playing their signature Tracer, but Shadowfire is going to take them out with a well-placed arrow there. I've not seen a lot of Hanzo all season, but now we are seeing quite a bit of it to kick off the playoffs. Heathen's taking out Hyper Swiss. So Phoenix still trying to make this team fight work, even though they've lost some players. And it looks like it'll work. They are sending Ragu packing at the moment. Here comes the grab. It is going to fight behind Heathens. And that should be a pick there. Okay, that's the Lucio down. And that's both supports. Wux is going to go for the visor. It does find Chris, but Akuma's going to come from the ground and take them out. So Ragu going to take them a couple team fights, but looks like they have this first point secured. Ghost's going to have to back up on the Hog. Agree, not a lot of Zarya gameplay. Yeah, Cap is really the only tank player I've seen who has consistently played Zarya this season. Cap also plays some Doomfist. I wonder if we'll see that at all in this series. This series is first to 3, so we are going to see at least 3 maps before our second match today. We could see up to 5. Finally, Hanzo gameplay, right? It's so much fun. I hate playing against Hanzos, but I do like watching it. It's clean to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Lots of ults online. Phoenix with a slight ultimate advantage, 3-2 at the moment. We'll see if any ults come out in this next team fight. And Cap is charged. Looks like Ghost might try and take him out here. And they will, that is big. A 100 charge Zarya is no fun to deal with. Just gonna find the Zarya. Oh, they'll get Akuma too. Nice play by Ghost. Shadow Fox using the Kitsune Rush just to give Ghost a little bit quicker cooldowns. Leads to a lot of good picks, and Ragu's going to be stopped outside of the gates here.
Feels like sunlight, huh? Come here. I can heal you.
So Ragu going to have to reset, and let's look at their ult situation now, because Phoenix used quite a bit of ults in that. They've got a DPS ult, the new Venture character. Played by Akuma here. Oh, barely escapes. And they have both support ults as well. For Phoenix, they just have Heathens beat, but that can really stop quite a few ultimates in their track. And Karidi was going to start off the party, but takes an arrow, I believe, from Shadowfire, finished off by Wux. Wux with a double kill. And that is going to put an end to that team fight. Luckily, they didn't use everything. They just used Kiriko ult. And Wux is going to put icing on the cake here, taking out Chris. And I don't know that the Ana's in the back. I don't know that Wux knew that. Oh, Wux is going to overextend to be taken out. Hyper Swiss was hiding in that corner. Wux was unaware. Needs a little, but they're soldiers, so they'll be back in a second. Questionable visor? I don't know. They're GM. I'm not going to question anything they do. Here it comes. Akuma going to use the Venture ultimate, but going to be taken down by another arrow from Shadowfire. Just when people seem like they're about to do something, they can just catch an arrow, and that is so much burst damage. This Hanzo can just sit across the map and just pump hundreds of damage into you.
Thank you.
Darren, thank you for gifting a sub to Grizzly in Disguise. Congrats, Grizzly. No more ads for you this playoffs. That's a nice little red tomato for you. Looks like it's finally ripe. Cap mentioned that we might see the Doomfist. Looks like we are going to see the Doomfist. The most tanks I see from Cap are Zarya and Doomfist. And here comes the Doom. Maybe to try and jump on these targets a little bit better here. It's a nice punch onto Shadow Fox. Is Shadow Fox going to be able to escape? Yes, with some nice peel from Heathens. And Cap is in a rough spot right now. And so ult coming out for Shadow. Is it going to find anything? Almost got the Ana. Very close to getting the Ana. Hyper Swizz not going to be able to escape. Double kill for the DPS. The DPS for Phoenix just putting in so much work, pick after pick. This second point is just not fun in Eichenwald. And with the way Phoenix is playing it, it looks like this was their map pick. Down to just 60 seconds. And if they're not able to get it going, then we're going to flip over and Phoenix will be on attack. And that's going to be tough. Here comes the ult though, and it's Cap with a double kill. Akuma is also going to get a kill, and it'll be a team wipe. Let's see, what ult did they use? They used both support ults though to get that done. But honestly, they just needed to win a team fight and get this payload moving, so maybe worth. I don't know. And if we look at what ults remain, just 2 ults really on the board. We have Shadow Fox with the Kitsune, and Wux is very close to this Visor. Kitsune Visor could go crazy. That could be a team wipe. Probably just one team fight left for Ragu to lose. And here comes Shadow Fox's ultimate here. Doesn't look like they'll be able to combine it with the Visor. Or maybe they will. Gets a quick kill on the Hyper Swish, just pushing Ragu back. And I think that should be it for the attack phase. Just a few Ragu members in the area. Here comes a Blade. Not sure if it can find enough value to really be worth it at this point. Doesn't look like it. Cap, the only player in the area, going to be probably taken down in a moment, and they will stop short of just the second objective. Hold on, somebody just touched. Who is it? Looks like Hyper Swiss will be able to get a touch off. I don't think this stall is really going to be enough, though. And they will be taken off. Okay, Phoenix have their win condition. To win map number 1 and start the series off with a bang, they just have to get about the second objective. Payload's moving, Lucio's grooving. Sir. Love Doom plays. It is so much fun to watch Doom. Whew. Honestly, though, hold on, my mouse is bugging. Honestly, not the worst attack ever. I mean, if they were stopped right here, then yeah, that would be tough to defend. But not only do you get to defend first point, which, honestly, if you defend first point well, you can hold this thing forever. But basically, second point as well. Now, the payload didn't get all the way there, but it got far enough that you're still going to be able to hold this high ground in some other key positions. So, Ragu definitely can still win this map. It is very winnable. They're just going to need to really dig their feet in. I mean, they took the first point pretty quick. It was about 3 team fights, but those team fights went very fast. They just kept going and going and going, and I want to say it was like only a minute in that they got the first point. So if they can hold it for like 2 or 3 minutes, dude, that could be the difference. We'll have to see. Yes, the raffle does last only for 10 minutes. Was that round 10 minutes long? So now they're going to be on attack, and Wux is going to switch over to the Tracer instead of the Soldier for the attack phase. It's like mostly everyone else is still playing the same heroes. Chris actually going to be on Sojourn instead of Tracer. Taking quite a bit of heat there. And Cap going back to the Zarya, Ghost staying on the Roadhog. So this is a big point for Ragu. They really want to hold this, and whoever wins map 1 is really going to set the tone for this matchup. This is the kind of matchup where we might see a couple maps either way. Probably not going to be a 3-0. So getting the first map is going to be a big deal. Akuma with a double kill. Chris getting Shadow Fox. Just Ghost and Wux in the area, but that might be enough. So Wux takes down Chris. And might be retreating at the moment because Ghost goes down. But that's already Pulse Bomb ready for Wux. We'll see if it comes out. Already does have Suzu, and they have Immortality Field with Hyper Swiss playing BAP, so it's going to be hard to find some value with this Pulse Bomb with those kind of supports, but we'll see what a GM player like Wux can do. Taking quite a bit of heat from Akuma, forced to back up. Ooh, hitting them low. Having a nice little duel over here. I'm waiting for this Pulse Bomb, that's why I'm spectating Wux right now. Doesn't look like we're going to see it at the moment, though. Phoenix attacking, nobody dead yet. A lot of people low. Immortality comes out, okay. And here comes the Pulse. It's gonna blow up Chris and then follow up with Karidi, so that's a double kill. Does get taken down, and here comes Akuma's ult. Oh man, and it's a massive one. It's gonna take out both supports and Shadowfire. Ragu turns that team fight around after losing too. Big ult from Akuma. Venture still kind of new to the game, and players that are figuring out how to play this character are really enjoying the value they're getting. I mean, it's no surprise that Blizzard usually kind of, when they release characters, usually they're a little broken, and if you can really take that to your advantage, it can be big. And Akuma is showing that right now with the massive ult there. Chris nearly cheats death, almost being taken down. Hyper Swiss not going to be as lucky, going down to Wux. That is a support down for Ragu. Another kill there, and with Cap grabbing, I don't know, oh wait, never mind. Shadowfire gets a triple kill. This one's about over. I thought the grab might save them, but not going to be the case. Shadowfire is going to take things into their own hands, gets 4 kills in that team fight, and not a bad hold. But now they've got to hold point 2 for 4 minutes. Have to see. Big shadow play there. So Ragu did choose this map. Maybe they have something special planned. We're not going to play the third point at all of this map. It ends here on second point. Ragu either holds it or they don't. And they have a couple ultimates to work with here. Wux does have this Pulse Bomb. He's kind of flirting with the backline at the moment. We'll see if they drop it on them. Lots that can neutralize that all. Chris is going to use theirs first, though. Taking out Shadowfire. Cap takes out Shadow Fox. Double kill for Ragu. Goose actually swapping over to the Winston now. And with another kill on Heathen's Ink, that will probably send Phoenix packing for now. Is Ghost gonna make it out? Looks like they will. Cap and Ghost both playing heroes I'm not super used to them on. Cap kind of a counter to Winston here, at least in my opinion. D.Va a heavy counter to Winston. But Shadowfire switching over to the Reaper gets the opening pick, taking out Akuma. Now has Chris in their sights. Not gonna happen. Here comes the Kitsune. Double support ult again for Ragu. And looks like Ghost got a boop kill. Everyone I'm spectating's dead. Just Cap really in the area for Ragu. And they're gonna have to reset quickly here. Oh no, that's gonna be a brutal stagger. Just trying to die as quick as possible. They might be tankless for the last team fight, because the payload is already coming. They have Akuma's ult, which they got a lot of value on last time. Ooh, almost burst down Wux. This is the pulse there. Doesn't miss the pulse there. Gets Hyper Swiss as the pulse was laying on the ground. And Phoenix will take map number 1. Already a great way to start off the playoffs, so that was a ton of fun. But it's first to 3. So even if Phoenix wins this one, we're not done yet. Thank you for the level 2 hype train. That's hype, you could say. Appreciate you guys so much. Just a reminder, this is only our first match of the day. Next up will be Olympians versus Outliers to kick off our play-in games. And there's a lot at stake in these play-ins. Not only does the winners go to the semifinals of this season, but actually the winners of today's 2 matches will stay in Division 1. Next season, we are splitting up into 3 skill-based divisions. Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3. This season, we kind of had just one division of 10 teams, and it was obvious that we needed to split things up a little bit. I mean, there's just not enough, the skill tiers aren't just spread out enough. So we're going to be splitting things up. It should make matches a lot more competitive. We still had a lot of great matches this season, and I think there's a lot of great Overwatch to be played in this season still. But I think splitting things up into skill-based divisions will really, really help. So the winners stay in Division 1, which is a big deal because the rewards in Division 1 next season are going to be way higher than the rewards in Division 2. Read your message? What message? I'm not seeing it at the moment, Big Mac. Also, thank you, Hitscan OW, so much for the 2 months. Really appreciate it. And good luck against Olympians today. Thank you, Hitscan. All right. Kicking things off, Ragu attacking first, just like last map. Cap back on the Zarya. Ghost this time going to be on the Sigma. Sigma is very common in the Circuit Royale, almost required. But looks like Cap is going to go Zarya instead. Chris, nice kill onto Shadowfire. Chris playing Ashe, usually a Tracer player, but we do see them play Ashe from time to time. Ashe dueling Wux at the moment. But the payload is moving. And Cap takes out Ghost. That's the tank down. That'll give them a lot of space to work with. You have to scroll up. This better be good. Lobo, they ruled Kawhi out indefinitely, so that's the end of the season. That's crazy. Rip the Clippers. Well, now only one playoffs I care about, which is the SOL playoffs. Ragu making good time so far, but Ghost is going to switch over to the Rhine, which is a Zarya counter. First time we've seen Rhine in this series. Gonna go for the pin. Oh, they're gonna get Cap. And they're gonna send Cap down below. Ghost does take out Heathens. I mean, Chris takes out Heathens. And Akuma's gonna take out Ghost, so they might still be able to get it even without a tank, but there's tons of Phoenix members here. Shadowfire gonna stop Akuma from getting down low. Trade it out instantly. It's like a 2v2, make it a 3v3, because here comes Bob, 6th man of the year. Gonna start putting in work. Just Hyper Swiss in the area. Bob will clean things up. So Ragu almost snatched that even after losing their tank. Ooh, Garidi dueling Wux. Gonna give them a little kunai to the head there for peeking. Spicy, do you watch football at all? American football? Yes. Big grab there to take out Shadowfire. And Akuma is plotting out the dig site. Not gonna find anything though, but that's okay. It'll scare off the rest of Phoenix and allow Ragu to get that first point. So now they get to hold the hill. This hill is a major, major area to hold on Circuit Royale. You can literally end the match here if you hold it well. It's a one-team fight, though, and you can get it all the way back up. Shadow Fox gets the opening pick on Chris. Hyper Swiss is going to use their ult anyway, even though they lose 2 members. And it looks like this is falling apart for Ragu. Good hold for Phoenix so far. Cap is very charged, but unfortunately they're going to go down here and lose all that juicy charge. Okay. So, going to be a reset for Ragu. We'll see if there's any switches. You see anything about the draft? I haven't really been following the draft. I'm more of an NBA fan, so I've been more glued in on the NBA playoffs currently. Ragu with a few more ults to work with. They have Kitsune ult and Bob. See what they decide to use. Here comes Bob. And it's going to be matched by Wux's Bob. Both teams with the Kiriko ult and the Bob. But it's going to be Wux with a double kill. Reddy's still going to use the ult there. Ragu kind of puzzling me here. They seem to be using ults on team fights when they already lose a couple members, and I don't know if that's going to work out for them. Phoenix holding again. Like I said, this hill is so hard to get it moving. Cousin got signed to the Chiefs? That's dope. That's so cool. Looks like a Packers fan or a Steelers fan? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Cap almost getting taken down there. What's another pick? What's just pick after pick? Akuma will use their ult and take out Shadowfire, but it's just going to be all Phoenix. Heathens does use Beat, though, which might have been a little bit late into that team fight. Not sure if it was worth. He says whoops. He knows it wasn't worth. But that's all right, because they seem to be holding this hill very well. Cap swapping over to the Doom. Doom against Hog, kind of tough. We'll see. And nice dive on Wux, who has been an absolute problem for Ragu trying to get this up the hill. So they're just going to go full dive on him, take out the Ashe. That's a big play. Nice to see them adjusting their gameplay to fit what's going on. But just the one pick so far. And they really need a convincing team fight if they're going to get it up this hill. Taking some space. Doing well. Almost got it up there. Just Kitsune for Phoenix right now. Chris does have Pulse Bomb, swapping back over to that Tracer. Got Pulse very quick. We'll see if they use it to try and win this one. I mean, that's Suzu, so now could be the time. Oh no, gonna be stopped short though. Cap getting very low. Not sure if they're gonna be able to get out. Oh, already hooked in. Gets the sleep. Somehow still alive. Not for long though. As it ticks down to 10 seconds, Wux is back and still getting picks. Try and dive them. They're still gonna get their picks. Oh man. And Bob finishing off that kill there. Chris does blow up Heathens. Gets him this time, but too little too late for Ragu. So similar story. Getting it so close to the second objective, just like Eichenwald, but not all the way there. Bengals unsubbing. It's where I live, bro. I don't have much of a choice. It's just like that. Wux got it like that for real. Wux popping off. And if Ragu isn't able to hold this, they are going to be looking at a very, very, very difficult situation here, being down 0-2. Ragu needs to find a playmaker. What exactly is a playmaker in Overwatch?
This city is dazzling.
Someone who gets a lot of kills. Bengals fan, but I no longer live in Cincy. I like it. They're fun to watch these days. They weren't fun to watch for a very long time. Now they are. So that's cool. You know what's not fun to watch is the Los Angeles Clippers. They are not fun to watch. Leak out.
Watch your flanks.
Someone who has the clutch factor. Gotcha, gotcha. All right, here we go. Your opinions on everyone's skins? I'm not really a skin expert. And I got some bad takes with skins. I'm gonna be honest, I do not like Ghost Diva skin. That's one of my least favorite Diva skins as a former Diva man. No hate, different preferences. It's not my thing. Ragu on attack, gets a couple of quick picks. Never mind, they're on defense, my bad. 3 picks to start it off. Oh, they gotta make sure they don't get booped by this Diva. Just Heathens left. And takes him down. Sig skin's good. I like it, I like it. I like Chris's skin. I use the same one. But my friends say that Sojourn skin's ugly. I don't know. It's ugly, right? Riptide agrees. Riptide plays a lot of D.Va. They know. They know. I mean, there's just so many better D.Va skins. Like, D.Va's just one of those characters with just so many good skins. Shadowfire absolutely blasting Cap. Trying to take down this Sigma, but they're going to get punished for it. Good peel from the rest of Ragu. Payload is moving, despite the fact that Ragu is winning the first two team fights here. Looks like finally they'll try and stop him. Looks like they'll hold this bridge as a choke point. Yes, the Lay Seraphim skins are fire. My favorite D.Va skin's probably the Cruiser one, though. That one's just sick. I really like that one. Custom voice lines and everything. It's a good skin. It's a good skin. Alright. Ragu has decided to hold this bridge here. A critical choke point on Circuit Royale. And Ghost is going to swap over to the Ram. We've seen so many tanks in this battle so far, even though we're only on map 2. Akuma gonna ult there, not gonna find anything, but gets nanoed. Immediately blows up Ghost. Good all-around play from Ragu, and they only use 2 ults, and they still have 3 in the bank. We're looking at ults for Phoenix, just walks with a blade. Wave Racer, yes, that's probably my second favorite. Me and Riptide. We know the D.Va skins. Lux taking a beam there, almost beamed down, but gets kept up by their supports. I'm waiting for this blade. I don't know, maybe they're trying to wait out some of these defensive cooldowns like Sleep and Suzu, or maybe not, or maybe they'll just hop right on them. Oh, they're scared though because they get slept and then blade would be worthless. Doesn't find anything, does take out Critty with just the shurikens though. Akuma takes out Ghost in the meantime though. That's tanked down for Phoenix. Hyper Swiss does take down Lux. But this fight isn't over by any means. Phoenix did get a few picks. Shadowfire is going to get absolutely denied by Cap. Tried to go for the Reaper ult. But they're going to be turned away at the door. Look at Ragu coming alive here on this defense. They've only got to hold this for 40 seconds and they could tie up the series. We might be having quite the series brewing here. Lux swapping over to Mei, Shadowfire swapping over to Tracer, so both DPS swapping. Ghost now on Zarya. They have tried so many different heroes against this Ragu defense. Not able to get it so far. Chris, a massive pick taking out Shadowfire. But Tracer probably will be back. Still 20 seconds. Oh, it's another big pick. Look at Chris. They said that Ragu needed a playmaker. In my head, I was thinking Chris, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Coming alive. And if they stagger Ghost here, forget it. We're going to have a tie series. Unless we see a miracle. Akuma is going to put any hope of a miracle to bed with a Reaper ult. Chris, one more just for fun. And we are tied 1-1. We have a series. Dude, this is fun. And if you like raffles, then you like that we're all tied up. We have at least 4 raffles then. Winner of this one is going to be Jody Brody. Congratulations. 1-1. No 3 Overwatch today. Already better than Al. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Shaynira? How you doing? Shaynira, is Phoenix going to do it? What do you think? I have to keep blowing my nose. My allergies are so bad today. Muted. Cervantes subbing in for Ghost. Cervantes plays a lot of Junker Queen. We've seen about every tank except Junker Queen this series, so why not mix it up? Cap coming out on the Zarya. First sub of the match. Cervantes was the starting tank for a lot of Phoenix games this season. Good to see them in the playoffs as well. If they go to map 5, will you twerk spicy? No, that is off the table. I don't care what happens. Lots of players getting low. Chris strikes first, taking out Shadowfire. Akuma also gonna get one. Both Ragu DPS starting off with a pick, doing their jobs. And the rest of Phoenix could get staggered here. They want to make sure they don't make this team fight last too long. Like that. Oh my goodness. Absolutely brutal stagger. Well played by Ragu. Just forcing them to have to wait for their 5th just a little bit longer. Get that percentage. Cervantes switching over to the Orisa, which I don't get, because I feel like Cap is on Zarya and is going to be absolutely charged and just burn down an Orisa, but I don't know. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And it's starting off good. Takes out Caridi and Chris. That's a double kill. They might flip this point right back. Lux jumping in on the Ragu squad. And they'll flip the point at 39%. And lots of DPS ults ready. Just lots of ults in general. Nearly every player except maybe Heathens about to get their ultimate for this next fight. So this could be an ult dump. We'll see what they do. Akuma's going to kick off the party. Not finding much. And both players that ult there will be immediately targeted and killed. That's good focus fire. Ragu with the advantage. Cervantes tries to turn the fight by taking out Caridi, but I don't think it's going to be enough. That's what I was talking about. The big Zarya beam on Orisa. Nothing you can do about it. Orisa with lots of cooldowns, but none of them's really going to help with a 100 charge Zarya. That's going to just burst you down no matter what. Still going to run it, though. So Ragu flipping it back. Phoenix got just 33%. Here comes Shadow from the top. Not going to find anything. Jumping into this Ragu team. Almost punished, but good peel. And here comes the ult dump. Heathen's taken down. And I think they were killed before they could get their ult off. That's brutal. No beat to keep Phoenix alive. They might not need it. Oh my gosh, Shadow Fox narrowly avoiding death. Chris desperately trying to take them down. Finally does, but they lose their support in the meantime. And Phoenix still takes the win there. Looks brutal, but they will win that team fight. Ragu at 84% though probably just needs one more team fight really to secure the first objective. Average Heathens ult. Oh no. Poor Heathens. Constantly dragged through the dirt. But hey, Heathens wouldn't be playing in the playoffs if they were some scrub, you know? And Cervantes, you can tell, wants this Orisa ult. Oh, and it's a massive one. Gets 3 picks, and the DPS will do the rest. Big team kill. They're probably going to get to at least the percentage Ragu had. Might be approaching final fight in just a moment. Huge Orisa ult. So with the pulse, Wux with the Reaper ult though, so 1 DPS ult. Cap almost has this grab ready. They gotta make sure they don't die here, because this grab could turn the team fight. Waiting for Chris, see if they're gonna pulse. Ooh, scary position there. Narrowly making it out, and Cervantes is down, taken down by Cap. Big pick. Oh, and it's a huge pulse. It's a huge pulse. It landed right in between Shadow Fox and Shadowfire and gets both the shadows. 2 for 1. They flip it back at 99. Last team fight. And Cervantes has to make sure they don't get staggered here. They've got multiple Ragu members trying to take them down. Chris. Look at Chris Cervantes. He's won. He's won. Oh my gosh. Wux finishes the job, but Wux has traded out 1 DPS down. Final fight. Hyper Swiss takes out Wux, but it's all Phoenix in the kill feed. Looks scary for a moment there. Just Akuma and Cap in the area. But as time ticks down, it will be Phoenix. What a back and forth objective. But Phoenix take the first round. Man. This is truly delivering as a series. My goodness. And I think Outliers Olympians is going to be absolutely fire too.
They won't even know what happened.
When I saw Texan, what in the world is that? When I saw the matchups we had today, I knew they were both going to be great.
But to be left alone.
Because I knew both these teams were, I mean, all four of these teams today were going to step up, like maybe in the regular season. You can't always play your best roster, you know, every single game. People are busy, they got stuff going on, especially on weekends. But for the playoffs, I thought they might make some exceptions, and that is what we're seeing. Both teams really getting in their bag, making sure their best lineups are ready to play today, and it has been so much fun already, only in map 3. Same tanks. Wuck's going to be on the Symmetra, probably just a TP to point here. Being jumped on by Akuma. Not able to be taken down, though. Great peel. Great peel. Shadowfire strikes first. Nice kill on Akuma. Oh, and a little double. Funny, it's like when Shadowfire gets one pick, it just leads to a couple more every time. And Shadowfire and Wuck's gonna do their job as DPS there, getting all 5 picks for their team. Phoenix caps the objective first.
Aligning sentry positions. There they are. Get ready.
And here we go. Cap gonna swap over to the monkey. Almost gets booped off by Heathens. Be careful going around the corner with this guy on Lucio. And Heathens does get one, gets Akuma. Couple kills there. Shadowfire also getting in on the action. And this one not as close so far. Phoenix in control, nearing 50%. Very strong map 1. Map 2 didn't really go their way, but really popping off here on map number 3. All spawn for Chris, Critty with Nano, but Phoenix does have the ult advantage. Chris is going to take Shadowfire during their ult, though. Double kill for Ragu. Okay, this could be what they need to turn it around. Pulse Bomb not going to find anything, but they should have the numbers to make it work. Just Cervantes and Heathens in the area. Ooh, Chris narrowly gets taken down by Cervantes. Heathens, will they escape with their life? Probably. They got those wall ride skills. Akuma trying to get them on the Genji. Not going to happen, though. And Phoenix has a lot of ults to respond with, though. And if they play it right, they could just use these ults and win this point, win this map. And they're going to dump them. That's 3 already. Just Heathens not using their ult yet. Akuma trying to stay alive. But that could be map 3 in the books. Phoenix might just take their map pick here. Akuma trying to touch. Cap trying to touch. Narrowly gets on the point. Hyper Swiss kills himself, so I think trying to get to the point. And I think that's it. I can't find anybody who's alive to spectate. Okay. So Phoenix do it in 2. But it is first to 3. If that was a regular season game, it would be over right now. But this ain't no regular season game. Phoenix go up 2-1. Back and forth match here. Hold on. My cursor's like screwed up. We'll see if it is. Wherefore headed to map 5. Ragu on the brink of elimination. If they win, we're going to sudden death at a push map. Let's see, push the only game mode not picked so far. There's no tie at Flashpoint though, so the case of a tie is out. There's only a few maps you can really tie on, but Flash is not one of them. So we'll see. Olympians and Outliers start getting ready. If this is over here, then it will be time for our second and last match of the day.
Fight your true nature.
See what Cap decides to come out of spawn on. I don't know if it'll be Ball. I think Ball is the only tank we have not seen yet in this match today. I can't think of another tank we have not seen. Ball's the last one. So if Cap rolls out on Ball, oh man. That would have been every single one of them. Swapped it last second. Maga, that's true. No Maga. I always forget Maga's a tank. Probably because he's trash. Alright. Shadowfire back on the Hanzo, Akuma back on the Venture. And here we go. Ragu facing elimination. We'll see if they can boss up and send us to map 5. Akuma opening pick. Cap so low though. Gonna be traded out immediately. Both tanks down. 3v3 at the moment. Wux makes it a 3v2. And looks like Phoenix will narrowly take the first point. Good effort by the last couple members of Ragu. Almost able to turn that team fight. But it's gonna be Phoenix. And there we go. We got Ball. Just Maga. No, there was Winston. There was Winston. I'm excited on Maga rolls. Oh, I hope I see it next match. So already 50%. Ragu's going to have to try and flip it quickly if they want to get this first point. But Akuma's going to go down immediately to Shadowfire. And it's just, Shadowfire never just gets one pick. Whenever they get a pick, it's like 2 right in a row. It's always funny. Flashpoint number 1 might be cooked for Ragu. He might have a touch here. I mean, they do have a ball. Wux finding Chris on the outskirts. Ball's an interesting choice. He's a fast character, though, which sometimes fast characters in Flashpoint can be a big deal. And they're going to contest. They got to go now. I got to make sure you don't get booped. Oh, my gosh. That was so close. Heathens almost had an insane boop there, stopping them in their tracks. Chris opening kill on Wux this time. That's going to force Shadowfire to use the Kitsune ult. Point gets flipped in the chaos. Now it's under Ragu control. Shadowfire, another big pick. Akuma takes out Shadowfire. Those who traded out immediately. Cap just rolling around, causing some chaos. And I think they might have a lead so far, trying to find Heathens. Heathens staying alive against all odds right now. Eventually taken down, but that gives time for Wux to get back. And Wux has a pulse bomb in their back pocket, but they're not going to be able to use it because they're going to get sliced up by Akuma. And don't count out Ragu just yet. Flashpoint ticks insanely fast, and since they fought during that team fight when they had already flipped the point, I mean, they got a ton of percentage while that fight was going on. So honestly, if Ragu wins this next team fight, they'll take the first Flashpoint. And lots of ults on the board. Probably 4 ults for both teams. Looks like Shadowfire won't have theirs. I don't think Karidi will have theirs. So it'll be 4v4 ults. This is going to be a crucial team fight for this match here. And Akuma strikes first. Doesn't even use Blade and gets the opening pick on Shadowfire. They might not even need it. Akuma really stepping up here. Double kill. Gonna force Heathens to use the Lucio ult. Here comes the Blade. Here comes the ults. Akuma putting Ragu on their back. They're not ready to give up on this series just yet. Ragu is gonna flip it at 99% and take the first Flashpoint. Showing some serious signs of life. Spicy, am I powerful? Of course. Of course. Pioneer is the best Roadhog player I've ever seen. Why don't they go goats? They're throwing for real. Cap now on the Winston. Cervantes still on the Orisa. Here comes the Orisa ult. They had a big one last point. Not finding anything there, but it'll lead to a kill on Karidi. Gosh, I know the feeling as a Bat player. Orisa ults are just so annoying to deal with. Cervantes getting some picks on Orisa. And it looks like Phoenix will cap first again. And that'll be a reset for Ragu. Now you have to go through who's best at every character. Name a character, I'll tell you who I think the best is. Or maybe not like the best, but who I think of as that character, you know? Moira, yes, I do think of Unlikely Jaren when I think of Moira. Yes, Riptide, I do think of you as Diva. Just based off the cards, you know? Ragu knocking at the door. 50% already. That didn't stop them last time. Here comes the monkey. Good peel from the Orisa. Nobody down quite yet. Here comes Shadow Fox with the Moira ult. It's going to find a kill on Karidi. Almost gets traded out. Narrowly escapes. And I think they're going to tie up the flashpoints here. I don't think Ragu's going to have another touch. Moira switch here. Interesting. Right, undisputed rank 1 Genji? Yes. Yes. When I think of Genji, I think of Karai and Homicide. Zenyatta? Nobody plays Zenyatta. Maybe Marshy. Marshy played Zenyatta a couple times. Some matches. But that's like it. How do you make a team and join for next season? So we have 15 teams next season. We are expanding with 5 new teams next season. All teams have owners, but they are definitely looking for more players. If you want more info, you can join our Discord. That's where we do most of our management, and we can give you all the details you want there, answer every question you have. Feel free to join. We have lots of helpful staff that can point you in the right direction. Ragu, couple of big picks there. Looks like they'll strike on this third flashpoint. And Heathens is still there. Are they not gonna go finish him off? Okay. I guess not. They'll allow Heathens to escape with their life. I mean, it doesn't matter a whole lot. It's just a Lucio. They'll just come back from spawn in a second. Shadowfire getting dangerously low.
You're mine now. My ultimate is ready.
Already starting the alt party, and everybody's hacked. Massive EMP gets every single player. Cap does find a kill on the Wux, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Ryan finding a kill on the Tracer is interesting. Just a few Ragu players on point. Cap alive, does have Shatter. I don't think they'll use it here. Probably best to save it, because they're going to get it to about 70% anyway. Okay. Probably just need to flip it once.
I am Ragu all day, all night, 24/7.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Kirby, for the 50 bits.
Yeah. Yes, RG easy. Well, I was never book smart. I money smart makes me more intelligent.
Am I listening to G Easy right now through text chat, Kirby?
And his circle 2 told her get a friendship on that.
Thank you, Kirby. I appreciate that. Double kill from Ragu. They could take the lead. Shadowfire's still in the area. And they'll be taken down. Okay. As long as they don't have a touch here. I don't know. Do they have a touch here? Probably not. I mean, at this point, I'd give up. I'd go to the 4th flashpoint. And I think that's what they're doing. I think they know this one's cooked. Ragu's going to take a 2-to-1 advantage in the flashpoint. I don't know. Ragu just needs one of the next 2 flashpoints, and we're going to map 5. Dude, these playoffs are already delivering. Last season playoffs did not deliver. There was 2 playoff games, and they were both 3-0. And it was boring. I knew this new season was going to be a lot of fun. Still, congrats to Polar, though. I mean, wow. That season 1 Polar team was scary, man. I don't care if I get accused of glazing. They were cracked. You out of money, no subs till Tuesday? No worries, Sharon. Thank you so much for helping people out with some subs today. I'm sure they're very appreciative. Thank you, Johnny25, as well. 5 subs to kick off the stream. Wux double kill on the Bastion. Probably to counter Cap on the Reinhardt. Had enough of their shenanigans here. Even with the double kill, this fight's still not over yet. Cap's in trouble, though. It's fun to see as the tanks keep swapping the different hero pools of the other players, you know. Can only get so far as a one trick. What was Polar's roster? I don't know. They had some people that like finished like 17th in like Flash Ops or something like that. Like they had a crazy roster. It was like a whole team, I think, that all joined together. Jellyman was on that roster. I still believe he's on Races. The one player I think returned. And looks like Phoenix still holding this well, winning this team fight. Looks like the point was flipped in the middle, but I think it should be cleanup here for Phoenix. They're going to flip that right back. And this might go to the 5th flashpoint. Can you imagine if this was map 5 and it came down to the last flashpoint? Tanking is for real, Counterwatch? Yes, it is. I don't mind Counterwatch. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I mean, it rewards you for being able to play more than one hero well, you know? Heathen Zinc starts off the party with a kill on Akuma. This is smelling like 5th flashpoint to me. It's been back and forth, 1 and 1 and 1. And with a couple kills there, will be the end. Hyper Swiss using the Lucio ult. I don't think it's going to find much value, unfortunately. And it's happening. 5th flashpoint. If Phoenix win this flashpoint, they secure Division 1. They secure the semifinals. If Ragu win this flashpoint, then we have one more map to play. And Phoenix get there first. That's a nice advantage of not being wiped off that last team fight, is that they were able to get to the next one quick. Chris has a pulse bomb. See if that comes into play. The two supports for Phoenix, not really good at surviving pulse bombs. No like Immortality or Suzu. Gets a stick on Cervantes. Will the rest of the team be able to follow it up? It's a big pick. Double kill for the DPS. Wux is going to trade it out with 1 kill, though. Might not be over. Shadow Fox using ult to try and keep some sustain. These 3 Phoenix members refusing to die. Heathen's Ink does die, though. And just Wux in the area will take out Caridy as their last dying wish. But it will be Ragu who cap it. Actually, Phoenix did have it for 14%. I did not see that. Ragu quickly going to tie that. They have control now. Let's look at the ult situations. We have 2 DPS ults really online for Phoenix, and then Grav. Grav is ready. Here comes the dragon. Oh, Gav almost got caught out. Gonna go ahead and use the Grav. Gonna take so much damage, though. It doesn't matter. Kept up right now. Wux does blow up Caridy, though. Wux is out for Caridy. And looked like an open and shut case for Ragu. Not so much anymore. Still some players to clean up. Hyper Swiss cheats death there. Akuma once again putting the team on their back on this Genji. Akuma maybe not as many highlight reels in the first couple maps of the series, but they are coming alive right now in this Flashpoint map. Doomfist for Cervantes. They want to touch quick. Finally swapping off the Junker Queen. If Ragu can win this team fight, we're going to map 5. We're going to 5. I don't know, Swifters. We'll see. I hope so. I genuinely hope so. My bladder doesn't hope so. I really have to pee. But the rest of me wants it. Double kill for Ragu. Oh my gosh, is this map 5? It's a triple kill. Just Cervantes and Shadowfire in the area. That ain't gonna be enough. Time ticking down. We're going to map 5. We're finishing on push. What a match. My goodness. All right, Phoenix gets their choice of the 3 push maps. We'll have one more map to decide which of these teams gets to continue their season. What a crazy matchup. That should fix that. Phoenix and Ragu, both very great seasons in Season 2. And both of these teams, kind of similar storylines. Both of these teams switched ownership in the middle of the season, and then still both became playoff teams. So credits to their new owners for turning their teams around and still making them very competitive. Ragu just 35% of the channel points, but their believers serve them right as they are going to take it to map 5. It's really coming down to who wants it more, says Johnny25. I need to get my glasses from my backpack so I can do the nerd face better. All right, let's see what we're starting off here with. Looks like Cervantes might start off with the Orisa. Played a lot of Orisa in this match, even though they're more of a Junker Queen player. Cap gonna be on the monkey. Running full dive here is Ragu. And I don't even know what Phoenix is running. They've got like half dive, half rush. We'll have to see. We're kicking it off, and I've been told the first team fight in push is a big deal. So the winner of this team fight is going to have a serious advantage. Akuma starts it off, gets a deflect kill on Shadowfire. I'm not sure if they deflected an arrow there, but if they did, that's massive. Ragu with a 1-player advantage, and they have this bot. Not really a team fight win, though. I mean, they didn't clear off Phoenix. Phoenix can turn it around in a second, especially if their 5th comes back. Cap taking a ton of heat. Gonna have to back up for now. Wux takes out Akuma. Okay, now Phoenix with the advantage as Shadowfire is back. And on the Reaper, wasting no time countering this monkey. I mean, this is the playoffs. Do what you gotta do. This shit about to go crazy? It is. And that's the thing. I think Olympians Outliers is also gonna go crazy. I think this is honestly just the start. When I said in the announcement today this was must-see Overwatch, I meant it. I wasn't just saying that for clickbait. Already popping the Kitsune, but Ragu not finding anything, especially because Heathens is going to go ahead and drop the beat to give their team some more sustain. Wux opening pick, Wux double kill, and they want play. Almost takes out Akuma, not quite. Everyone on Ragu low, backing up. Phoenix is going to go ahead and snag this tiny lead that Ragu had. Now they're back. First really clean team fight win. Cap swapping. Counter watch is in full effect. Here comes the blade. Jumping on Wux. Gonna get the slash there. Got Shadow Fox in their sights. Gonna TP away. Just 1 kill on the blade. Not bad though. Wux has been getting so many picks that solo blading them is 100% worth. These 4 DPS from these two teams have just had an absolute war.
We're falling behind.
My ultimate is ready. Join me.
It's really been like the highlight of this match, in my opinion. Cervantes. Not going to find anything. Great beat from Hyper Swiss. But Cap is getting absolutely flamed with damage. They're going to have to back up. Ragu not able to steal the lead quite back before Phoenix got back. Probably needs one more team fight to take that lead back. We'll see if they can do it. Shadowfire has this Reaper. Oh, we'll see if it comes out. I don't think they have anything to counter it. No stuns available. So if they play their cards right, this could be massive. Oh, speaking of massive, massive pin there from Cap, but immediately traded out. Chris gonna take out Heathen's Inc. Akuma working on the back line. Shadow Fox, 1 HP. Oh, gonna find it, but traded out, man. So many trades. Like, whenever somebody gets a big pick, just immediate peel. Chris needs some HP and needs it now. Gonna be able to escape from Cervantes. Cervantes really the only Phoenix player in the area, I think. The rest are coming back. Cervantes able to hold their ground. Ragu could have definitely snowballed that into taking the lead. Gets Cap very, very low. Not going to be able to find the pick. Akuma off the Genji, switching back to the Venture. And we're down to 6 minutes, about halfway through, and this robot has barely moved on either side. Just shows how close this match has been. And here comes the ult from Phoenix. Chris goes down. Cervantes takes out Hyper Swiss. That's a double kill. And it's all going Phoenix's way right now. Big, big, big team fight. Cleaning up the last couple members there. They had the lead already, and they're going to expand to it. And if they get forward spawns, this is just going to be so hard to come back from. Cap back on the Zarya. Chris, opening pick. Massive pick. It's a support down. Just Heathens for heals right now. Shadowfire going to try and even things up, and they do. With a little triple kill. And Shadowfire was holding on to that Reaper ult. They wanted the right moment, and man, that was it. If it wasn't for that Reaper ult right there, Phoenix might have gotten taken down there, and they wouldn't have gotten forward spawns. Now they have forward spawns. Shadowfox already back. Phoenix looking very good right now. Ragu is really going to have to work hard to try and turn this. Their season on the line if they can't win a couple of team fights. Shadowfox, big pick on Cap. Akuma trades it out. Okay, double kill. Oh, but 2 more kills from Phoenix just when it looks like Ragu's about to tie things up here. Just big plays. Everybody on Phoenix having their big moment. Here we go. Comes the ult from Karidi. They need to play some perfect Overwatch to try and come back in this. Chris keeps getting opening picks, but they just keep not leading to teamfight wins, unfortunately. Though they are on the retreat now. Ragu possession of the bot, but man, they have a lot of work to do. They have quite a few team fights they're going to have to win in a row. It's not going to help losing Chris right there. We have Akuma on Pharah, interestingly. A character we have barely ever seen. I can't recall a time I've seen Pharah this season. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Evans battling the Pharah. And lots of ults online. About 2 on each side. Phoenix getting close to a lot of them, though. Lux dropping the wall. And this is not looking good for Ragu. They are going to survive the Cervantes ult right there, though. But just struggling to get picks as they get 2 picks. And I can tell Cap likes playing against these turrets. Sim turrets are so juicy on Zarya. Just gives you all that yummy charge. All right. Riss with an ult here. Akuma almost on theirs, but Shadowfire does have another Reaper ult, and that was a major, major moment of this game is when they dropped that when Ragu had a pick. And you can already tell they're headed for this backline. They want it. Here it comes. Nice boop. Gonna boop them away. No kills there. Lots of players low, though. And it's going to lead to a kill on Karidi. Shadowfox delivering the final blow. Double support ult, though, for Phoenix. Investing everything they had in that team fight. Meanwhile, Ragu's going to hold on to a lot of their ults. I wonder if that's going to come back to haunt them. I don't think they needed to use both support ults there. I mean, maybe they just got caught up in the moment, wanted to win the team fight. But now Ragu has a much better ult economy for the rest of this match, the last 2 minutes here. Before playing today, that's what I was told. Two-minute warning. Phoenix with no ultimates to work with. So Ragu does have that silver lining. Chris going to be assassinated by Shadowfire while Cap takes out Shadowfox. The double shadows, always fun to commentate for Phoenix. And Cap just jumping in the team, taking as much charge as they can. But they're going to lose Akuma. Have a grab. Cervantes probably going to overextend a little bit. Cap's going to immediately take them down. Heathens getting very low. Lucio's battling it out. Here comes Chris. Nice kill there. Heathens down. Shadowfire assassinates Chris again. This time they are traded out, though.
It's always the widow.
Really lore accurate Reaper here from Shadowfire, just assassinating players from the shadows. Ragu in position of the bot, but man, do they have a while to push this. They have grab, they have beat. But they're also going to be going up against an Orisa ult and Wux's ult as well. Akuma getting one shot. Wux wants to call game right here. Gets Karidi. Almost Hyper Swiss. Gets Hyper Swiss as well. Gets grabbed. It's not going to matter. 20 seconds left. They're going to have to try and regroup if they want to touch here. Shadowfire wants to finish him off. Not going to happen. I don't even know. Do they have a touch here? They do have ball. Okay, they'll have a touch. But, man, it just does not look good for them. Not finding anything on the pile driver. Just missing the support line. Taking so much heat. And Phoenix has every ult in the game right now ready to go. Akuma going to try and blade. See if they find anything. They'll get Heathens. Just Shadow Fox for heals. But it's another Shadowfire double kill with the Reaper ult. And that's going to be it. My goodness. Just one of the best Overwatch games I've ever seen. Period. I don't care what level of play. You know, that was peak Overwatch. For real. No words. Ragu and Phoenix should be very proud of that match. They both showed they are amazing teams. But it's going to be Phoenix advancing to Division 1 and to the semifinals. Phoenix is going to be facing Braces in the semifinals next Saturday.